So it's time to go ahead and replace this garden hose that I have, and I constantly, you know, having to ravel it up, it's broken, you know, it's just time for a new one. Let's go ahead and introduce this new one that I'm gonna be deploying here in a second. I'm gonna go ahead and show you how to install it. And it is going to be a 100-foot hose. It does have a swivel on it too. It mounts on the wall and has an auto retractable feature to it. Pulling out and pulling back in your hose isn't such a chore. It also helps with gardening and your morning watering routines. So let's go ahead and see what we're gonna get with this Nozzle auto hose reel. So this is gonna be important. This is for your mounting instructions. So you just basically sticker this on the wall. What you're gonna do, you have your wall mounting bracket, your pin that's gonna go and secure the actual item itself, 10-way adjustable nozzle. It is made out of plastic, I gotta tell you what, but it has one of those cool back plates to it. The hose reel itself. Here's a second nozzle too that you'll get with it too, which is going to be made out of plastic too. This guy is what was intended for. So one thing that I want to take a look at is how far away from the spigot this can be installed. So I'm expecting this to be right around 7 feet possibly. So when you're planning that, go ahead and make sure that you have this somewhere nearby, or you're going to have to hook up another additional garden hose to it. First thing I'm going to take a look at is going to be the actual mount that's going to go onto the wall. So let's go ahead and take a further look onto this, because this is going to be one of the most important pieces to the actual hose reel itself. This is going to be the one that's supporting all the weight and requiring the most installation for. So we're going to take a really deeper dive into this piece. There's also going to be some anchor bolts that go in for a set. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be mounting it over here on an actual brick wall. So I'm gonna have to go and make sure that I have the proper masonry bits before I start drilling. So let's go ahead and take a look at what that looks like. So the consensus of this project is gonna consist of installing this wall mount bracket. And when installing this wall mount bracket, I'll be able to put this pin in and secure the actual hose reel itself. So the idea is to find a good place where it's going to be mounted for the long term and not fall over on you or break the wall. I'm going to secure it right here on the edge of this brick wall, just so I could have access to it 180 degrees in which it can actually rotate. So we'll go ahead and start drilling the holes here now. So here's going to be the template that it's going to use. You're going to be able to stick this onto the wall, and what's going to happen is you're going to have the 4 holes here which you're going to be drilling into. And what you do is you go ahead and you size out your anchors that are going to have to go into the wall. You're going to pretty much get 4 of these masonry bit. And what makes a masonry bit different is that it's going to be the edge. As you can see here on the end, it is made for going into stone. So if you're going into wood, it's going to be a different situation. For our case, we're going to be going into brick. One little trick you're going to want to do is you take your anchor, you go ahead and put a little piece of tape right where the anchor is going to end up bottoming out. So I want to go there. So if I reach there, I'll go ahead and put the tape there. So I went ahead and put a piece of tape there, so I'll go in that far and stop. I have my location selected. We're going to put the template that you get here. It looks like it's going to be a good sticker, so you just peel the sticker back. And then let's get to drilling. Make sure you set your hammer drill, the hammer. That might help. Once you have that drilled out, you're gonna go ahead and put in your anchors. I would slowly put that in there. Then you can take that out. One thing that's really important when you're putting this stuff in is make sure that you hand tighten it first and you manually put in the bolts and not use a power tool. So you're gonna go ahead and get yourself a 13mm socket, and you're gonna go ahead and start hand tightening in the screws. All right, it's nice and sturdy. It's on there. Feels like it kind of holds me up. I have this test where anything I put up on the wall, I want to be able to hold myself. I weigh about 190 pounds. So there you go. It also has some regular Phillips head, but I wouldn't use that to tighten it in. But make sure you don't over tighten it, because you don't want to crack your wall or just, let's go ahead and get this thing mounted up. All right, here we go. Set it right there. And like that, it's installed. Feels really good, rotates really well. That is a feature that I was really interested in, was that it rotates. Connected up to my water faucet, so let's get that done. Let's get this guy on here. Let's fire her up. Locks in place too, which is pretty cool. It's like another misty setting, kind of a 180 angle. Ooh, that's a nice one. Check that out. Another setting over here. There we go. This is my favorite setting. I mean, you can get a lot of hit with that. Second nozzle. You know, at the end of the day, I do like this product. The Norbell was really easy to install, easy to set up, easy to mount, no problems whatsoever. In case it does, you get into a situation where you do need to pull it out, all it is just lifting this clip that's right over here and pulling it out and storing it in your garage. Really simple, easy design. Comes with everything you need, comes with the hose, comes with the mount. I mean, just to have some sort of place to store, it's gonna cost you money, okay? But why don't you just go ahead and pick up a retractable device with a 100-foot hose and 2 nozzles with it that is gonna stay clean 100% of the time. And it's really easy, it retracts itself. There is the organizer that's over here too, so it does move itself. And that way you don't have to worry about it clogging up inside. I like it. I'm gonna definitely be using it today.